Hi, I'll show you an overview of software development workspace. It consists of 4 applications by default: development, retrospectives, releases, and GitHub sync. We assume that you use Scrum by default and you have a couple of development teams that works together. Feel free to delete team type if you don't use teams or have a single team. And definitely feel free to remove sprint and customize it to move to Kanban process if you want to. Let's start from development tab in left menu. Here are 2 teams you have by default, like Team Alpha and Team Lambda. And inside every team, there are a couple of views to track your Scrum development. And there is a backlog that contains user stories and bugs, a list of sprints for every team, a sprint planning screen where you can just assign your user stories to a sprint using drag and drop from backlog, and bugs as well. And there is a workboard that shows all user stories and bugs grouped by states for this development team. If you open another team, you have the same views. It just filter the same content by another team. Here is it. Okay. And for an overview, you have a view that shows, again, all stories and all bugs across all teams. And there are 2 tables that shows all user stories and all bugs for all teams. For convenience, so you can just quickly add bugs here or add user story in this table. When you complete your sprint, usually you do retrospectives, and there is a different retrospective application for that. It consists of just a retrospective type and action items linked to them. And again, you have a list of teams, 2 teams, and you can open a retrospective for a team and see and feel what we learned, what went wrong, what went right, and create an action item for this retrospective and track action item execution on a separate board for every team. Very basic application for retrospective, but very convenient. And there is releases application. It's very simple, just has releases. So you can add your releases, set release date, calculate planned and completed effort for every release, and plan your releases on a special board. Again, you just assign your user stories and bugs from a backlog to some future release here. And the last important piece is GitHub or GitLab integration. So you can sync your important content from GitHub or GitLab, like pull requests, branch, commits, and so on. And you can link your pull request to user stories, for example, or to bugs automatically. It's not so hard to set up. So you just connect to your GitHub account and create some parsing formula to extract user story ID or bug ID from pull request, and just set up automatic linking using very simple rule. In the pull request, we have a user story ID that match user story, and after that, you will just have automatic linking of all your pull requests to user stories. Definitely, you can customize Fibery, and for example, if you don't use Scrum, you can just delete sprint and add Kanban board that just will work with stories and bugs, and it will group by state. And maybe you want to see more information what team works on it, or maybe what effort card has, and so on. And you can just use this Kanban board instead of Scrum process to move your stories from to do to done. And definitely you can customize your states. You can add more state for user stories and more states for bug if you need them. Here is it. And customize your workflow as you wish. Fiber is super customizable, and I believe you will enjoy using it for your software development process.